Hey, how's it going? Last week I did the swatch with me on the Cray-Pas colors, not this set. This is a 25 set. I did it on this set, but I showed this picture, and I just want to work on this picture a little bit, showing you some of the techniques that I've been using to get some color down. I've been using these two, in addition to my fingers, I've been using these two mini spatulas. They're silicone, and I will put a link. I got these from Amazon, and these I got not from Amazon, believe it or not. But right now, the only place I can find the Cray-Pas, it'll be a different cover here, is the only place I can find these is on Amazon. Interesting, right? I went to other online art stores and they have expressionist ones, but they don't have these, which I thought was interesting. Okay, so what I did was for these, for the blades of grass, I did green. Let's see, I think I used deep green, and this I think is green gray, I believe. The colors are on, now see, I forgot to mention that last week, but the colors are on the labels, on the little paper cover sleeve. That's what it is. A sleeve. And I think that's it. Down here you can probably see a little bit of waviness going on, and I have this black one. And this black one, I saw it because it has a point to it. Nothing, these usually don't come with a point. Do I have one? The one that I don't use clearly is this one, and this is the pale orange one. I said last week, I think I said it was like salmon color or blush. Well, they don't come pointed, as you can see. I may have put that, oh no, that's right. Okay, so this black, I thought, oh, this is a crayon. So I was just, just did this, and I thought it even went down like a crayon. So these go down like crayons, but you can blend and smudge these with your fingers if you want to, or a tissue. I have a couple of tissues here. And I thought, oh, so I took this one. No, I think it was this one, and I was able to move it around or smudge it, and I was like, oh, that is the Cray-Pas. It is not a crayon. And I thought, now how am I going to blend that out? So I used both the deep green and the green gray I used to kind of make it less noticeable, but I can clearly see it, but it doesn't really look that bad. And I will likely not frame this picture just because I'm experimenting on this pad of paper here. This pad of paper, by the way, is Sophie's Art Supply Mixed Media 30 sheets and 140-pound hot pressed paper. So it's very smooth and very good for these oil pastels. Okay, so what I did was to get the grass blades with the deep green, I just went like this with a couple of these like that. And I especially went over that black line that I made. And then even with this one, to kind of blend it in. This one, I have spare sheets here. It's kind of like a dark olive color. So we'll just do this. I'm also going to come down a little bit. Zoom in. Okay, I think that's okay. It looks much lighter because I'm coloring on the what's already here. And then I keep forgetting, oh yeah, you're still using the green gray. Okay, so I'm just going to concentrate on that part right there. And for the bottom part, I've been using my finger and doing this. There's a little bug in here. There's also a fly in this house. I can't get it. And now that I have these lights on, you know, I hope it doesn't come to visit. Oh, there's a little bug, though. That definitely loves the light. You know, we're already into spring. The weather got into, I think it was almost 90 degrees today. But I'm happy to say the AC is fixed. Yay! Very happy about that. Okay, so then to go like this. Well, this is the pointy one, the pointy spatula, and just to kind of push it up until I get the desired look on the blade of grass. And I usually don't do a whole lot of talking when I'm doing this. I was so into it the other time, lost total track of time when I was doing this last week, and I brought it out earlier today again and started playing around with it. So the silicone spatula really only pushes the color. I'm going into that stem there, the flower stem. I was not happy about that flower stem. I made it way too wide. And this looks super bright red in the lighting. I hope it's not. It looks more orangey in the screen panel. And I might add maybe a little bit of orange to that or something. But then I looked at it and I thought, these are trees and this flower is ginormous. This is not to scale. So since I was not happy with the flower stem, I decided to try and cover it up as much as possible with the grass blades. This is also a little bit on time-wise, time-consuming. So you just have to take your time and push the color up how you want it. See, I did a bunch over here with the green gray and the deep green. I think eventually I might do a swatching video with this 25 color set. But I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Next week's swatching, I think, might be watercolors. I brought a few sets down today from upstairs. You can also go downward a little bit if you want to, and I noticed that kind of makes it a little bit lighter So if you think a certain area is too dark, you can just bring it down like this and it'll lighten it up a little bit for you. Kind of cool, right? And then what I would do here is just kind of pull it off the page a little bit. This one is very light green, much more so than over here you can see. And that's because I used the green and possibly the yellow green. Or no, maybe the deep green and the yellow green. And I had it like starting here and going all the way up here. And I put this stuff in. I thought, oh, that looks horrible. I need to fix that. So this, I probably should add maybe a little bit more of deep green and the gray green. What is this one? Oh, this is the deep green here. And then okay, let's see if we can do that. And push that up a little bit. Now what I am having problems with is making the blades of grass kind of go off to the side a little bit, instead of straight up and down. It would look a little bit more realistic if the blades of grass were going this way, that way, and straight up and down. And then I want to pull some of this down a little bit. My mat is too far out. Okay, that looks good in the screen panel. Taking shape. Let's not toss your spatulas around. Now this set of spatulas has many more tools to it. Spatulas, different sizes, and I could probably show you that. I hope I can show you that. As soon as I can remember where I put it. The little pouch I keep it in. That's a rather tall one there. Now when I see that it's still looking a little bit on the light side, then I can always blend this in a little bit with my fingers. So I can blend it and smudge it with my fingers, but with the spatula, I'm just moving that oil pastel around, usually upward. And this one doesn't have a lot of dimension. It looks more blended because I just got done blending it. But so with this one, I might do something like this to see if I can make more defined lines. And I might have to add a little more color to it. This paper has been taking a beating and it's holding up very well. This particular spatula I use to make the flower look like it's what? I don't know, like spokes on a wheel or something. Only much more. I can't do it right now because while this doesn't keep the color, it does hold on to a little bit of the color. So I have to clean it off a little and maybe take this tissue to it. Because up here on the clouds, I got a little bit of probably the brown on here. I don't remember doing that, but you know, nothing else looks that brown, and I think here maybe a little bit of the green. I may have, because I didn't wipe it down. I didn't wipe off the spatula. Okay. So with this one, it's gonna come in a little. You see how on that flower, that was done with this one. And all I did was just go like this. To bring out the, like a burst, I guess. Maybe that's what I wanted to say. Kind of like a burst. Depending on, well, probably later on off camera, I might try and make this a little bit in lighter in color if I can. Like, I used yellow and orange and red for this one, but the predominant color is red. Oh, I used vermilion instead of red, I think. I started with vermilion. Well, actually, the middle here, I started with yellow and then vermilion, orange, and I may have added a couple of streaks of red to it. And then that's when I decided, oh, do it this way, you know, because that looks pretty cool. But it's not as defined as I want it to be. Okay. So that's what I do with the oil pastels. I do a little bit of smudging and blending with my fingers, and then to push up, for example, these for the blades of grass, I just push it up until I get a nice little point there or something. Now, what I like with the oil pastels, or these oil pastels, is that it's not a lot of pictures I've seen where people have worked with oil pastels. They are not clearly defined pictures. And that's what I like about the pastels, that you can smudge it and everything and blend it in, and it kind of has that ethereal look to it. It's really weird, but it can create these pastels can create beautiful pictures. So the spatulas are kept in this little case, and these are the ones that I have in here. Oh, this one too, I was gonna try that one. This one is okay for it, for working with the oil pastels. I have 2 of those. This set, I think it was just this set. I'm not, maybe these are included since they're about the same color, right? I'll have to look, but at any rate, I'll try and list all of these. Put links to all of these. Hopefully they're still on the Amazon website. And I tried, the first one I tried, I think was this one. I was like, oh no, that's way too wobbly, way too flexible for me to use. This one I finally decided on, so I just kind of went like this, and that one I decided on. This one looks like a little paintbrush, and that one is it's too thin and way too flexible, and same thing with this one. See, this one I tried. There's a little bit of red on there. Yeah, this one I tried. I have... I don't know how well you can see. There's a little bit of red tint on the edge, especially on the edge. And then this one is like an angled brush, but it's all silicone. And so I tried this one too, but this one is not, like I said, too flexible. It moves around too much. And these two, and this one, is it this one? This one. I realized that this comes off. So look what the glue is. It's totally hard, rock hard. And I thought, oh, really? What I was gonna do is take this out completely. I have to just take a pair of pliers and squeeze that. I don't think that'll be a problem. And it goes on a certain way. Okay, there we go. So I thought, well, that's interesting. I mean, I don't know what to say about that one. That it comes off. It was loose, and I thought, oh, this will come off. I wonder what it looks like underneath. That's what I get for wondering. These I don't think come off. These are on very well, very tightly. This one is just a kitchen spatula, and I cut it down for whatever I was using it. What was I using it at the time? I can't remember. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I don't know what I was thinking to use it. I could probably use this side because that's very firm there. So I could try making different designs with that one. Maybe later. I'll keep you updated on that stuff. So that's all I have to tell you. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a creative day. Bye.